stone, steel, gold, lucky, glass. These are the ranks in Balatro Multiplayer. How do you climb these ranks and become a champion in Balatro? Today I will teach you 3 different strategies to become a better Balatro player and climb the ranks. This will be an introductory video discussing 3 main strategies. I also have more in-depth videos discussing each of these topics in detail. The full playlist can be found on my channel or in the description below. Consider this video to be your Balatro Multiplayer 101. To begin, here's a quick rundown of what Balatro Multiplayer is and how it differs from the base single-player experience. The game is played normally up until the second ante, where your boss blind is replaced with a PvP blind. To win this blind, you will use all of your hands to outscore your opponent. The loser of this PvP blind will lose one of their 4 lives. When one player runs out of lives, the game ends. There are also multiplayer-specific jokers and planet guards, but you will learn those as you play, so they will not be discussed in this video. In order to become a top player at Balatro, you must master these 3 skills, namely Econ, deck manipulation, and high scoring. We will start with Econ because, in my opinion, it is the most important skill that separates the best of the best from an average level player. Because Balatro Multiplayer is played on white stake, it takes very little scoring to survive the small and big blinds, and as such, you will mainly lose lives only to non-PvP blinds. Because of this, you can afford to devote 2, or in rare cases, up to 3 Joker slots entirely to Econ in the early game. There are many advanced ways to make money that I will discuss in my Econ specific videos, but for this introduction, consider filling these Econ slots with passive Econ Jokers such as Golden Joker, Cloud9, or To the Moon, as well as active Econ Jokers such as Faceless Joker, Mail-in Rebate, and Reserved Parking. You may be asking, why is Econ so important in Balatro Multiplayer? This is true for one simple reason. In Balatro Multiplayer, both players play on the same seed. This means that each player will see the same jokers, vouchers, and packs in their shop as in their opponent's shop. Therefore, the main way that you will see different jokers, different tarots, different planets than your opponent is through re-rolling. And how do you re-roll more than your opponent? By having more money than your opponent. So quite literally, having better Econ is the difference in Balatro Multiplayer. The second vital skill to gain as a high-level Balatro player is that of deck manipulation. In Balatro Multiplayer, boss blinds are replaced with PvP blinds. Because of this, you never have to worry about the plant, or the head, or any of those boss blinds that prevent you from going too hard into one specific strategy. As such, you can fully commit to one suit, as well as face cards, with no fear. When deck manipulating, you should seek to both thin the deck, as well as make copies of your most powerful card. If you aren't sure what to go for, I would recommend Kings of Hearts. This is because of the power of Bloodstone and face card synergistic jokers like Sock and Buskin, Photograph, and Reserved Parking. Kings were chosen because Baron is stronger than the other rank-specific face card jokers like Shoot the Moon and Hit the Ribbon. Now, why is deck manipulation so important? The main reason is the power of consistency. With a smaller deck and multiple copies of your strongest cards, you can more consistently find your best hands and most valuable cards. Multiple copies of your strongest cards also allows you to potentially play your strongest hand multiple times in the PvP blinds. Another reason deck manipulation is important is that it allows you to unlock the secret hands, such as Flush House and Flush 5, which are the strongest hands in Balatro. A final reason to deck manipulate is that it allows you to more consistently use strong jokers such as the Idol and Mail-in Rebate, since these can only select from cards that are currently in your deck. And with mentioning that, friendly reminder that Ancient Joker does not work that way. You can have your entire deck be hearts, and Ancient Joker will still choose diamonds. The best way to manipulate your deck is using tarot cards, although some jokers such as Trading Card or Certificate can help with this as well. The best way to generate tarots is with purple seals. This is because you can copy these purple seals and use them to generate more tarots, which can allow you to copy more purple seals and generate more tarots. You can see how this effect would snowball quickly. Certain jokers can also be helpful with generating tarots, such as Hallucination, Cartomancer, 8-Ball, and Superposition. If you see one of these jokers, pick them up early and often to use them to refine your deck. Finally, friendly shoutout to Immolate, best card in the game by the way, and Strong Econ combined with one of the tarot vouchers. Finally, high scoring. Why is it important to score high? To win the game, of course. In Balatro Multiplayer, the main way lives are lost is in the PvP blinds. In the early game, you should focus on getting 3 things: high chips, base mult, and X mult. Base chips and mult can be gained from jokers such as Ice Cream or Lusty Joker, but a better way to do it is to obtain high base chips and mult with the high scoring poker hands like Flush House or Flush 5. X mult can be gained from any applicable joker like Ramen or Cavendish, or an enhancement/addition on your playing cards like Glass, Steel, or Polychrome. In the early game, you should try to get some good scoring. After all, every life you win from your opponent is another ante you have to build a better run. However, high scoring alone should not be your main focus early on. Focus on getting a good econ engine and a method of deck manipulation, and trust that you will win in the long run. You have 4 lives to work with after all. For the late game, however, you will need 2 things to get the highest score possible. Number 1, a way to re-trigger, and number 2, a source of re-triggerable X mult. These are some of the most valuable jokers to find in Balatro Multiplayer, and as such, you should prioritize these jokers above almost all else. For example, if I saw a Sock and Buskin in Ante 1, and I was playing on a Abandon deck, I would take it and hold it for the entire game. I lose out on that early game interest, and 1 joker slot for most of the game, but this sacrifice is completely worth it for the power that these jokers can provide. Here's a short list of what to look out for. For re-trigger sources, look for Sock and Buskin, Dusk, Hack, Hanging Chad, Mime, and Red Seals. Seltzer is somewhat of an exception to what I said before. It is very strong once you have a build set up that can use it, but definitely not one to take in Ante 1. For re-triggerable X mult, look for Bloodstone, The Idol, Ancient Joker, Photograph, Baron, or Glass and Steel cards. With this technology combined, you can easily achieve scores in the ease and solidly beat your opponent. So in summary, work on these 3 skills and you will improve your rank in Balatro Multiplayer. Become good at econ, deck manipulation, and high scoring. That's all for now. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more videos like it. Subscribing is the absolute best way to help out this channel. See you next time. Peace!